2022 BMW iX Expert Review. BMW takes a huge next step into electric luxury vehicles with the X. Although the i3 and i8 showed BMW's clear interest in alternative powertrain cars, the new X is a fully electric look into the brand's future. With a projected driving range over 300 miles, the dual-motor 2022 BMW iX is an electric SUV that can seat 5 in comfort and still manage a run to 60 miles per hour in as quick as 4.0 seconds. Performance. BMW's next-generation electric SUV comes only in AWD, with one electric motor driving the front axle and one driving the rear. In xdrive 50 specification, they combine for a total of 516 horsepower and 564 pounds-to-foot of torque. The xdrive 50's EPA-rated range of 315 to 324 miles puts it firmly in Tesla Model X and Model Y territory. In our instrumented testing, this model sprinted from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.0 seconds. The EPA rates its range at 324 miles with 20-inch wheels, 315 miles with 22-inch wheels, and 305 miles with 21-inch wheels. Performance increases in the XM60. With its novel M-specific motor design, combined output is 532 horsepower and 749 pounds-to-foot of torque. However, engaging Sport Boost mode takes power to 610 horsepower, and activating Launch mode temporarily increases torque to 811 pounds-to-foot. BMW's range estimate for the XM60 drops to 288 miles. So does its 0 to 60 miles per hour time, down to just 3.6 seconds. Range totals 288 miles on 21-inch wheels and 274 miles on 22-inch wheels. Design. Unlike the upcoming electric X3, there's nothing subtle about the X's interior or exterior design. BMW's controversial and enormous new front grille design makes an impression up front, while up top is a panoramic roof that's the largest glass roof ever fitted to a BMW. Inside, the 2022 X could be just the vehicle for BMW fans tired of the same basic interior design in every new BMW. From the hexagonal steering wheel to the front seat's integrated headrests and interesting choice of stitching and materials, the 2022 BMW iX is clearly no ordinary luxury vehicle. How much? And what's the release date? Chevron. The 2022 BMW iX arrived in US dealers early in the 2022 calendar year. The X competes with other electric luxury SUVs, including everything from both Tesla SUVs, Model X and Model Y, as well as the Audi e-tron, Jaguar I-Pace, and Volvo XC40 Recharge. Pricing for a 2022 BMW iX xDrive 50 starts in the mid-$80,000 range. That puts it above some of the competition, but because BMW manages a driving range over 300 miles, there's huge value that puts this comfortably sized SUV beyond nearly every competitor except Tesla. Technology. With such a high sticker price, the 2022 BMW iX xDrive 50 comes with many premium features. An 18-speaker Harman Kardon stereo system is standard, but you can spring for the upsized 30-speaker Bowers & Wilkins system, which integrates some speakers into the SUV's seats. A 4-zone climate control system and head-up display are also included, as is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility. The X boasts a curved display that integrates together the 12.3-inch driver dash display and the massive 14.9-inch central control display to form what appears to be a single unit angled toward the driver. There's even an interior camera in case anyone makes off with your X and you need to grab a photo of the thief. BMW's advancements extend to the X's exterior, too. Flush door handles require just a touch to become usable, and access is afforded via digital key. The strips of LED headlights at the front corners are the slimmest BMW has ever made for a production vehicle. Safety. Chevron. The NHTSA&Es have yet to test the xDrive 50, but BMW has given the SUV a handful of active safety features that include emergency braking, cross-traffic and rear cross-traffic alert, and blind spot monitors. Parking sensors are also included, and adaptive cruise control and lane centering are both available. How the X is sustainable. Chevron. BMW calls the X the most sustainably produced vehicle the company has ever made. That's quite a statement, and the automaker says that it has tried to make responsible choices to account for every stage of the product's life cycle. For example, it worked to reduce its carbon footprint with all its suppliers. Then there are electric motors, which don't use rare earth materials at all. Inside, the 2022 X electric SUV has recycled materials all over. The panels on the doors and liftgate are made from up to 30% recycled material, and overall, there's about 132 pounds of recycled plastic used in the SUV. Charging details. Chevron. Using a level 2 charger at up to 11 kilowatts of power, the X can be fully charged in 11 hours. At a DC fast charging station, the X in xdrive 50 form can accept a charge up to 200 kilowatts. 10 minutes of charging, BMW says, will result in a 75-mile gain in range. Or if you've got more time, you can go from 10% to 80% of the full range in about 40 minutes. The quickest BMW SUV? Chevron. According to Motor Trend's stopwatches, the quickest BMW SUV from 0 to 60 miles per hour is the X6M Competition, with 617 horsepower and 553 pounds-to-foot of torque. It launched from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.3 seconds. Could the XM60 EV be even quicker? In M60 spec, the X punches out up to 610 horsepower and 811 pounds-to-foot of torque, which BMW estimates will be good for a 3.6-second 0 to 60 miles per hour sprint. True, that's behind what we recorded for the X6M Competition, but BMW is known to be modest in its acceleration estimates. It originally stated 3.7 seconds for that SUV. Although it's not a full-on M car, the XM60 should have an enthusiastic character. Beyond its power, sport-tuned chassis components including the steering and air suspension aim to improve this SUV's handling. The brakes are enhanced as well, and clamped by telltale blue calipers with the M logo. Look for other M logos on the exterior done up in black with distinctive bronze outlining. Key competitors: